Howdy folks, today is a glorious day with the release of No Man's Sky Beyond. One of the first things I did was obviously try to figure out the new building mechanics, the build menu. Some things are a little bit different. The big thing that kind of threw me through a loop was placing items with the triggers. And in doing so, trying to figure all of that out, I had found a glitch or an exploit. Not really an exploit, but found a new glitching method. We'll just leave it at that. Using the wire submenu. Let me show you what I mean here. So I'm going to place a metal wall here. And I have another metal wall. If we hit, I'm on PS4 by the way. It's a little harder to do this on PC. It's a little, for me it's easier to do on console. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit L2. And you'll see if we go over one, we have this place wire menu, so to speak. And this is what we're going to use to basically get items in place where this little green marker is. So you always want to start off with something that's in a green state. And this trick will work for anything basically that would be in a green state. So unlike the tier 2 glitch where you can only glitch up to the first menu item, here we can basically start off with we have a lot more options. So let's actually start with screw it. Let's start with a metal door frame here. I'm going to hit the L2 trigger and I'm going to move the cursor over. And doing this, what's going to happen is the wall is actually going to be perpendicular to this wall. So it's basically going to be sideways. It's going to create a 90-degree angle. Now, I still haven't fully gotten the timing 100% yet, but the concept is you are going to let go of the left trigger, okay, and then you're going to hit the right trigger to place the item. So it's kind of like a seesaw act. You have to time it just right so that as your left finger is leaving the L2 trigger, your right finger is hitting the R2 trigger. Now, when it comes to being in VR, I have not tried this in that mode yet, so I am using a controller. So let's give this a shot and see if I can do it on the first try. Again, so I'm going to let go of my L2 trigger and press the right 2 trigger almost simultaneously. Okay, so it's a little bit delayed. Let's try it again. So, I think, yes, so you want a little bit of delay. I think I was rushing it a little bit. So that's basically the core of the glitch. What I'm going to do is let's get a couple cylinders, large cylinders stacked here. See, I'm still not used to the triggers when placing items, so forgive me stumbling around on the build menu. All right, so let's get back into our build menu, and let's say we want to do some pipe, and we want to glitch, kind of like if you've seen my corkscrew tutorial, it's going to be the same concept. So it is in a green state. Okay, I'm going to move over the green cursor, and there we go. And we can kind of repeat that. I found that it gets a little trickier the closer you are to the item, but it should be, you see, because it wants to place it right there, and I'm not sure if that actually interrupts the process or not. But we can basically, yeah, I think it's trickier. I think if we were to go up a little bit, and again, I'm still figuring out the tempo to do this. So that's the concept. And the only problem with this glitch is that you have to start off green. So it's not like I can keep trying because I'm starting at a red state, right? So I have to always kind of go back to a green state, reset, go back to the position I want, and then be able to glitch that in. But the good thing here is that, again, you can do this with any item as long as it starts off in a green state. And I'm sure you could expand this to maybe, I have not tried getting out of build menus. I'm sure with time, other folks will be able to expand upon it. and find some interesting ways to utilize this trick. But it really does not matter what the item is. So for example, I can go one menu item over, I can go two menu items over, I can go over to the, for example, let's say I want to glitch a signal booster. Again, I just get the wire menu set, and then there you go. You let go, you hit the right trigger, and that's how you glitch it into place. And that's pretty much it. Of course, would love to hear your thoughts. Would love to see your discoveries as you figure out different ways to get creative with your builds. So anyway, thanks for watching and hope that has been helpful. Cheers.